Hi, my name is JScott, and this is my final project for IS 578. My final project is a business plan for an IT consulting agency to provide services to Department of Defense organizations. The name of my consulting firm is Knight Security Solutions, and its motto is providing tomorrow's cyberspace security today. The company's mission statement is to be the military's preferred cyberspace security consultant agency by increasing situational awareness and reducing internet-based vulnerabilities and threats to Department of Defense information networks. The company primarily provides cyberspace analytical and consulting services to the Department of Defense. The goal is to develop solutions for cyberspace security and information security needs of the military environments. KSS will provide a wide array of services to ensure that the customer's projects are completed from beginning to end. Project management services ensure that projects are completed with quality services, within budget, and within the time slot allowed. Training services allow consultants to provide customers with the training of software and hardware technologies which may be new to the field. Network solution services allow engineers and consultants to provide network designs and implementations to customize services and security information needed for that particular area. Technical support services allows the consulting agency to provide network operations and security center services for more long-term on-site help. System design also allows consultants to provide requirements analysis, test development plans, as well as test hardware and software execution plans. Short-term goals for KSS include acquiring at minimum one government contract per year, serving as the primary or subject contractor. This is extremely important if KSS wants to maintain and grow its presence in the DoD organization. Being the primary contractor is the ideal position for KSS, as it allows the government to see its full capabilities and provides services directly to the government organization, and it builds and establishes that relationship. However, being a subject contractor also builds a relationship between KSS and a more established government or DoD contracting organization. The next short-term goal is to acquire an administrative employee to support technical operations and marketing requirements. This is also extremely important to be able to market the organization as well as establish a foundational and scalable administrative process for employees, as well as establishing contracts between KSS and DoD organizations. The ISO 9001 certification also is an international business standard in which KSS plans to acquire in order to help structure its organization. KSS plans to acquire a Small Business Association certification, also known as an SBA. This SBA allows KSS to compete for government contracts that are zoned specifically for small business owners. KSS also plans to acquire an 8A certification. This is actually a business development plan to help and support small business owners. Based on the competition anticipated within the cybersecurity realm, KSS may experience complexity when trying to get involved with the cybersecurity government contracts. The 8A certification provides KSS with an extra edge when competing with already existing organizations. KSS will focus on selective targets, such as the Signal Center of Excellence at Fort Gordon, Georgia, Warner Robins Air Force Base in Warner Robins, Georgia, Fort McPherson, Shaw Air Force Base, Space and Missile Defense Command, as well as the Army Corps of Engineers. These organizations are targeted based on the organization's focus, their mission, their strategic alignment, as well as their geographical location with respect to Fort Gordon, Georgia, the home base of KSS. The Chief Information Office, also known as the CIO, provides guidance for all military organizations. The Chief Information Office has identified 3 core requirements in which it looks to solve in the upcoming fiscal years. One is effectiveness, to improve mission effectiveness and combat power throughout the Department of Defense. Efficiency, to reduce duplication in the DoD IT infrastructure and deliver significant efficiencies across the department. And most importantly, cybersecurity, improve the security of DoD networks and information from all threats. These are the targets in which KSS will look to provide consulting services to the Department of Defense. The targeted organizations receive their funding based on the DoD IT budget. For the fiscal year of 2013, the President has requested a budget of $37 billion to support cybersecurity within the DoD information networks. Based on recent trends and future expectations, experts have reason to believe that this IT budget will remain consistent throughout 2017. We've identified key success factors to foster growth and stability within the IT consulting environment. 1. Be proactive in recruiting and maintaining a highly skilled workforce. This is important to compete in today's high-tech markets. It must attract and retain quality people with flexible skills. 2. Ensure quality in all products. The quality of our deliverable has a direct impact on the reputation of the firm overall. 3. Develop and maintain a solid corporate infrastructure. This will allow KSS to successfully compete against other small businesses. Last but not least, probably the most important, is to establish and maintain a good relationship with every customer we interact with. KSS has a strategic approach to its target market. First will be to gain access to a contract vehicle. Contract vehicles allow agencies to sole source contracts up to $1 million per contract. However, the company requires access to existing contracts by different agencies. This will be completed through partnerships with other organizations. Second will be to establish and expand relationships and strategic alliances with other companies. This allows KSS to partner with companies that provide services that are complementary to KSS's own service. Third will be to implement a comprehensive public relations and indirect marketing program. This heightens the image of KSS while advertising for future business. Last but not least, will be implementing a long-range opportunity identification and qualification program. This allows KSS to better prepare to provide bid proposals for new contracts. In addition to partnering with already existing government organizations, as identified here on this slide, KSS has its own opportunity identification strategy. First, it plans to meet regularly with small business officials to acquire the most up-to-date information on upcoming contracts. Second, it plans to meet with government project and program managers to identify potential opportunities. Third, we will attend industry day events to market business and business capabilities, particularly military-based nonprofit organizations such as the Armed Forces Education and Alliance Association, also known as AFCEA. Third, it plans to network with similar and even competing small businesses. And last but not least, it will utilize social media to maximize networking capability. Critical to the successful growth of KSS is the careful identification and selection of key personnel to its management team and labor workforce. Therefore, KSS will recruit ex-military personnel with relationships and knowledge of the federal government structure and procurement process, also ex-military with experience in related IT fields. KSS will also recruit from the current workforce of professionals with experience in responding to the winning government RFPs, project management experience, and leading multi-million-dollar contracts, business development skills in IT services, as well as skills in developing strong business corporate operations. KSS will also recruit from surrounding colleges and technical schools. KSS will provide internship and apprenticeship programs to mold future leaders of the company. Experienced professionals allow KSS to leverage existing knowledge, experience, and connections. This provides the company with a depth of knowledge. However, internships also provide the company with labor workers in which the company will build a wider profit margin as well as mold the future leaders of the company. KSS is looking to raise $500,000 to support initial business startup costs. Once operational, KSS is expected to be self-sufficient. KSS would like to raise these funds as follows: 49% from key stakeholders and investors, 20% from equity and debt financing, 20% from investment loans, and 11% from personal capital. This concludes my business plan for the IT consulting firm known as Knight Security Solutions. Thank you, and I look forward to your contribution.